To the locker room, players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Hawks, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for Brooklyn, they've managed to get into the top spot in the rankings, but that doesn't mean they can let their foot off the gas. They now have a bullseye on their back, and everyone wants to beat the best.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Alexander Walker and Reza Shea fill out the perimeter, and it's Young in at the point. And for Brooklyn, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, then it's MP, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man spot. Here's Alexander Walker, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Reza Shea, and we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ramos, the pass to Thomas. Right side, Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Ramos. Here's the 3. Drains the triple.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
Up top, Young. Covered by MP. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And that one's good. That makes them 2 for 3.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Ramos has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Hawks trail by 9. Outside Reza Shea. Now here's Johnson. Outside Porzingis. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Pass to Porter. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. So the timeout by Jordy Fernandez here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kennard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Porzingis in at the 4. So it's Atlanta now after the basket by Brooklyn. Daniels passes to Porzingis. And Atlanta misses again.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside man. Back to MP. Three-pointer. MP buries the triple.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
Stolen by Sharp. Here's MP, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Knocks down the triple.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
BA, I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Thomas, he's checked in for man. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. And the basket by MP.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Here's Young. A rack attack from Young.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Nets trail by 5. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Clowney. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Now here's MP from behind the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Trey quick on the take. Rebounded by the Nets.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Thomas, that's good.
Anytime Thomas can get to his jump shot, he feels confident.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you.
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And Brooklyn with possession here, following the 3-pointer by Atlanta. From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Okongwu will screen on Thomas. Here's Alexander Walker. Up and in on the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the game.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
A nice shot by Ramos.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
There's Young with the 3. Clowney pulls it in. MP left side. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
With Joker, because of his size and skill level, even great defenders have it hard. He can post you up, he can hit the three, he does it all.
And you think about how good a shape he's in now, I wouldn't mind trying the Jokic plan myself. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with a
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. MP is out there with Cameron Thomas, and it's Claxton in at center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the two biggest areas. Those are beat-yourself types of stats, and it's hard to get away with those at the highest level. Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Young from long range. Young missing again.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
This one for three. Pass to Rizachet. To the inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And he can't get the first one. Stan, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Inside, it's Trae Young.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Back to MP. Basket counts. 34 points for MP.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
There's Young with the three. Porter pulls it in.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second. Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Young misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Clowney. And here's Thomas from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, you see plenty of this from Cam Thomas. Absolutely fearless from range.
Young can't hit.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And the basket by MP.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Johnson. Looking to win the run. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Hawks trail by 9. Now Rizachet. Screen by Young. Outside Johnson. Porzingis in the post. He's guarded by Claxton. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For Brooklyn, Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton, and it's man in for Michael Porter. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for the Hawks.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Young, the pass to Johnson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
What a sensational move, captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Brooklyn leading by 8. To the middle. Here's MP. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempt, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Outside Johnson. To the paint. Pass to Risacher. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Young can't hit.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Ramos, the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Thomas for 3. Unable to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 10. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking.
Making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Risacher comes in for Kennard. And it's Young in for Daniels. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Alexander Walker and Risacher fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the point. Thomas, that's good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Porzingis with a screen on MP. KP wrecks the rim.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Here's MP. Now Thomas. MP! The free ball is down!
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
MP against Young. Porzingis! Rebounded by Porter. Brooklyn leading by 5. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Money from 3!
Well, if Thomas is playing off the ball, he's probably going to shoot it once he gets the rock.
Here's Porzingis. Stolen by MP. Bucket! Straight in!
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
It's stolen by MP. The shot from 20 feet out. Johnson with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Risacher drives in. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
And there's the ability to finish for Risacher. Nobody scares him at the rim.
MP up top. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Count it!
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Nets.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Young. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Well, at 7-2, Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
MP fires. And good. There's another. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's MP. Launches it from deep. Oh, it doesn't go. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Some nights it doesn't hit you until tip-off. There's always so much going on before a game. Logistics, prep, people hitting you up for tickets. Your mind really isn't free until the game starts. Then all that other stuff just kind of falls behind you. And then you actually get to lock in and do your thing. And that's what I did tonight. Sometimes that leads to 30 points. Other nights that's going to lead to 40 or 50. What I can tell you is that I'm going to keep getting mine, and we're going to keep winning more times than not. All I care about is winning, so that's what I'm focused on.
Keep it up, MP. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Brian, over to you.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the...
Good game, MP.
Attention, all grinders. A 2x rep event has just become active everywhere. City, rec, and pro-am.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. It's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Hey, listen, this is just the first step towards you becoming the face of the franchise.
Oh, well, I like how that sounds.
But it won't be easy, though. You gotta establish yourself as the best player on a championship caliber team.
Oh, is that all?
Listen, but if you do it, the rewards are off the charts, man.
Yeah, well, you know me, Austin. I'm not ever scared, and I'm just crazy enough to believe I could do anything.
That's why I love you, MP. Never change.
I'm about to master the unguardable move.
You want me to start filming, bro? We can't have the league knowing you're developing an unguardable move.
It's just a step back. No big secret, but if you got the tools, it's unguardable.
And what are these tools?
A quick first step and a nasty pull-up. Ooh, luckily I got both. Play on me, and I'll drive past you. Get back on your heels to guard the drive, and I'm stepping back and nailing the three in your eye like a peak James Harden.
All right, on a scale from 0 to peak James Harden, how good is your step back?
I'm gonna have to say peak James Harden +1.
It's a bold statement, MP.
Look, I don't run my mouth unless I can back it up, Zan. Y'all will see tonight, I'm about to put on a step back clinic.
MP, how you feeling?
Attention Nets fans, there are limited tickets still available for future home games. To grab yours, just stop by the
And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Thomas hits the bucket.
Yeah, Thomas always finds his way through contact if need be. This guy has an instinct to put the ball in the basket.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the center. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Well, guys, MP finds himself in a tough matchup tonight against some elite defense. I spoke with him before the game and asked him what his plan was, and he said, quote, "I'm going deep into my offensive bag tonight. I'm going to keep pulling new tricks out so they never see the next one coming." Hopefully that works out for MP here, guys.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tricks. All right, we might be in for a show. We'll look forward to that. Thanks so much. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's MP. They get the rebound, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton is always around the bucket. No surprise he gets to the offensive window and makes good use of it.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Embiid. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. And he gets the button.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. His last outing, he had 24 points. Embiid finds Maxey. Here's George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Connects from three-point range.
The triple has been a major part of Paul George's arsenal. This guy has got the size to get it off.
MP looking around. 1:51 left to play in the first. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Outside, George. Floats one. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
To the inside, Ramos. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Zion. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Maxey passes to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Physical play by Embiid inside.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Terrence Mann is out there with MP. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so here is Philadelphia. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pass to Maxey from past the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Amos can't hit. The 76ers trail by 3. Right side, Maxey. Here's Grimes. That 3 off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Back to Maxey. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Nets miss again.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
With the step back, McCain, and he dunks it down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Terrence Mann. And then for Philadelphia, George is checked in for Drummond. Oubre comes in for Jared McCain. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey. Philadelphia with the ball. Following the three-pointer by MP.
Love rim protection from Nick Claxton. That is a big-time block.
And it's sent back by George. And now Philadelphia on the break. A finish. And it's George finishing it off.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Clowney. Nothing on the board. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Pass to Grimes. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And how about the raw athleticism of Edgecombe? He gets to the rim with ease.
To the middle. Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fires from way outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at the Nets, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
And a look back now at the first half as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
I like their aggressiveness getting to the line. Cave in the defender's chest, make them blow.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Embiid is out there with Oubre, and it's George in at the small forward.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Back to MP. Goals from the top of the key. Rebound by the 76ers.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation doors. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
From deep, Maxey. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back over to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. You hate to miss chippies like that.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Mann's checked in for the Nets. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Oubre, left side. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Drops one in from the wing. Nets leading by 5. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Now Edgecombe. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick, DJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And the shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 11 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Back to MP. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Ramos has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Philadelphia has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in. McCain's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the 3 ball is good. And the Nets lead by 13.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
There's Embiid again, Philadelphia.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right.
Changes here for the 76ers. Paul George comes in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. Edgecombe with it. Thomas is on him. Here's Maxey. Drives to the hoop. And good that time. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's MP. And it's Clowney in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. No good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Porter. Here's Claxton. Tosses it up. Jumper is off.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Outside, Maxey. Joel Embiid. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Embiid. Can't get it. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To take the lead. Outside George. And the 3 misses. The Nets with the lead. MP fires. The 3 doesn't go. It's Edgecombe. Thomas covering.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
It's Thomas on the wing. Porter. Connect on the jigger.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. George. And he does not hit. And here are the Nets. Now Porter. MP knocks down the three.
The moment not too big for the youngster. MP, big bucket.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
All eyes on MP.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, huge trip there. Now you have got to defend that 3-point line.
Maxey fires. A 3-pointer. Good.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Now Embiid. Got it.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Now Embiid to win it. And did the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that...
A memorable evening. MP passes 40 points in leading his team to victory. You were a star, MP. You were a fan. This kind of effort is special for you to experience as it was to watch when you were growing up.
Yeah, Dom, it's fun to have success, but you have to keep perspective. I'm not planning on tonight being my career best or anything, you know? Got a lot of big nights ahead of me, personally, and I think the team's got a lot of big nights ahead of us.
Well, we wish you luck, Ed.
Oh, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as all.